It is Empire of Storms time. It's gonna be a spoilers video because I need to rant and ramble about this book. I just read part 1. Quite literally, if Lysandra didn't make it through that, I might have DNF'd. I was reading that on the edge of my actual seat because you never know with these books. And that was reading like the last 100 pages, so it was very possible that one of those characters wasn't gonna make it through, which makes me very nervous for the next 100 pages. And the next 100 and the next 100, because I still have like 300 more pages to go. Talk about a slow burn between Aelin and Rowan. Their relationship went to the next level. Adian and Lysandra might be my favorite book couple here in this series. I just love them. I love how he was telling her he's gonna marry her when she was a dragon. I was like, that's so cute. He's trying to save her life and he cares about her and loves her, and you can see her in there trying to get out and get to him. Loved it. If they take Lysandra away from Adian, I'm jumping in the book and I'm reviving her myself. The best character is definitely Dorian. Other than that, I don't know what Maeve's got going on. And then I was reading this part. Well, I was reading the part where Aelin pretends to be Selena so that Rolf doesn't know who she is, and she's sitting in his office chair. I had to take a lap while I was reading that because I straight up had to stand up and walk around the room. I need to take a lap. Oh, that is how you make an entrance. I literally, no, I have actual chills. I literally have actual chills. And go, that was the best thing ever because I miss Selena, and also it's just savage. It's just badass. It's so character coded to both those, like Aelin and Selena, and then Lysandra shape-shifting into Aelin. Round of applause, bravo, fantastic writing. So I'm gonna get reading part 2. Part 2 is also called Fireheart. That's amazing. Anyway, chapter 40. Lorcan got 10 coppers from a farmer's wife for his shirt. Lorcan's getting his bag. What? She does this. She like leaves a cliffhanger, then changes POVs. Wings, wyverns. Oh, maybe not wyverns. Lorcan protected her. That just got brownie points for Lorcan. But him protecting Elid, love that. I also forgot to mention part 1. Manon is now with the OG crew. Aelin, Rowan, Dorian. I am so happy about that. I forgot to mention that. I can't believe I slipped that little detail and didn't say it. That was the best way to end part 1, was Manon landing on their ship. Abraxas flying her to them, because now Aelin and Manon get to be a team. It's a Manon chapter. I love Manon chapters. My eyes want to jump ahead so bad. She's worried about Elid. Hello, Witchling. I love Dorian and Manon. Hello, Princeling. I love their little dynamic. Dorian jumped into the water after her. I already said this, but Dorian and Manon's dynamic is amazing. He's the one that saved her and he didn't even tell her. She doesn't even know. It's like admirable that he didn't tell her, but I'm also like, she needs to know. I am really loving this book. I'm loving it because all the characters are crossing over, and I love the character crossovers. I'm confused. I'm on chapter 46, and Manon just said that Fenris wasn't who he said he was. What? We're not even at the last 100 pages. Okay, Fenris is still here, but this bloodhound pretended to be him. And now Fenris is pissed. There's no way. I don't believe that. No. Secret's out. Erwin knows that Aelin has the word key. Just gonna sit with that information. There's no calming with one of these books. There's just no calm time. Good morning. I read so much yesterday. Let me get some coffee. Needed that caffeine. Okay, so I'm on page 485, chapter 52, and let's kind of go through the craziness that has happened since then. The ships got attacked, the ones that Manon and Aelin and all of them are on, those got attacked because someone was pretending to be Fenris, which was a shock to myself, a shock to them. We were all standing there like, it's just not what we needed, because quite literally they're trying to get to Elwie, which by the way has already been attacked by whoever. They tried to get an answer from the people that live there, and they're like, it was just a darkness that overcame the sky. So now they're at like the swamp place because they're trying to find the lock that they need to go find. It's been kind of chaotic on their front. Then on Elid and Lorcan's front, Elid almost got taken by her terrible, terrible uncle. And then Lorcan came in to help her. Elid turned into a total badass and like got her way out of there. Lorcan helped. Then Lorcan, so cute. I think he's fighting kind of like, he has a plan to destroy Aelin, although he also is really taking a liking to Elid, protecting her, and promises her that he's gonna find her literally all the time. Like, I'm trying to find the line where he promises that. I will always find you, he swore to her. Her throat bobbed. Lorcan whispered, I promise. And I'm really, really loving their dynamic, because when Lorcan originally got introduced, he's just this grumpy Fae warrior dude who doesn't say much. And now uncovering more of his character has been really, really cool. And same with Elid. Elid is coming into a character that I really am liking a lot, especially when she explained all of her backstory to him. He was shocked at everything she went through. And Manon is looking for Elid. Manon is very protective of Elid, so I think her and Lorcan are going to get along quite well. But my original plan was to read to the last 100 pages and then go to Tower of Dawn, read the last 100 pages, switch back and forth. I'm just going to complete this book. I'm having too much fun with this book. It's too good, and I only have 200 pages left, which is crazy. So I'm going to keep reading, and I'll update you all later. What makes this book and just this world so good are the side characters. I just read chapter 53, and Rowan and Fenris and Gavriel were talking about like what's going to happen with Maeve, and if one thing leads to another, what their plan is. And Rowan said that he would unalive Fenris, and Fenris wants him to if Maeve told him to unalive Aelin. And Gavriel was then looking at his son. I think that's what's so good, is these side characters are given such good backstory that you initially care for them, or they're not just some side character filling in a space. Like, they have an actual story and background, and you get to learn that even when the story is not mainly about them. And I think that's why I love it so much, because they're in the marsh, they're sleeping, and they're just trying to get through tomorrow, but there's a clear plan. Like, Maeve knew that Manon is both Crochan and Where is it? Both of the half-breeds. So Manon, an Iron Teeth and a Crocian, and then Aelin, human and fae. And they're two queens. Their paths have crossed. Like, it's all been set up for them to go to this place in the marsh and for Aelin and Manon to go there together. And I think what's so crazy is I don't know what's going to happen next. And I'm literally sitting here thinking, okay, if I keep reading, which I'm going to do, what's going to happen next? Who is not going to make it out of this marsh? Because we're nearing the last 200 pages. In the last 200 pages. I'm nervous for them. I'm just sitting here nervous for these characters' words. I'm sitting in my living room, but I feel like I'm in the marsh with them. That's where I'm at. Lorcan put up a shield even though he's being taken on by the wolf and the lion. Nothing better happened to Elid. I love Lorcan and Elid. Ansel's back. Ansel's literally back. That's freaking crazy. That's crazy. Another ally. That's good because they were not ready to fight an entire ship fleet. Chapter 59. That's a crazy way to end chapter 58. Ansel's back. She's from Assassin's Blade. She was who Selena met in the desert. That's freaking crazy. I feel like Assassin's Blade has to be read literally after every single book because characters get brought up all the time. I lost my bookmark. I don't know. Found it. Okay. We're at the last 100 pages. Crazy. It's update time because I'm officially on chapter 62. Literally so much has happened. Okay, so for one, Ansel is back. She was from Assassin's Blade. She is helping Aelin, so round of applause for that. They have more allies now, which is great because the ships that they just sailed up on, Maeve. So it's gonna get chaotic, which checks out. I knew this last 100 pages. I mean, this is not my first rodeo with Sarah J. Maas books. Now that Maeve is in the picture, basically she said to Aelin, you can surrender or battle. And so now they're trying to figure out a plan, except Rowan just flew to each of the ships and did some speech to each of his cousins so that I don't even know. I don't know what the speech was because that little tidbit of information was not shared. Each of his cousins said, I will consider it, whatever they're considering. So I'm hoping it's something to save them because there was some foreshadowing with Aedion and Lysandra where he was talking about a future with her. They better get that future. That's all I gotta say. I really like Aedion and Lysandra. I really like Lorcan and Elid. I just want them all to make it through this. We're going to the last 100 pages. I don't know what's gonna happen. Last 100 pages, here we go. Aelin and Manon vanished. They tried to buy more time with Maeve. Didn't work. Did not work. 1,000 years ago in the past. So Aelin and Manon went 1,000 years into the past. Little Nehemia backstory. Holy cow, Nehemia literally was like thinking she was the one Elena was supposed to work with. Manon and Dorian, I want to know what's going to happen with them. Are they going to become in love? Are they in love? Will they be in love? I don't know. I want to know. I want to know what's going to happen with them. So I'm hoping that they both make it through so they can circle back to what they are in terms of a relationship or friendship or whatever they are. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Okay. Wait. In Rowan we trust. Speech he gave to each of his cousins before the Armada went in on them in their ships. He told them basically to side with him, fly his flag, okay, listen to this. Dorian saw that they each bore the same flag, a silver banner with a screaming hawk, and where Maeve's black flag of a perching owl had once flapped beside it, now that black flag lowered. Now the Dark Queen's flag vanished entirely as Fae ships bearing the silver banner of the House of Whitethorn opened fire upon their own armada. Rowan really took care of business. Rowan said, you know what? Let me fly my hawk self, go talk to my cousins, and let me just handle something. And you know what he did to Aelin? He basically schemed the way she schemed. Didn't tell anybody, just handled it. Rowan and Aelin literally forever. Are you kidding me? Holy cow. Lorcan didn't believe it. I don't think anyone is. I don't think anyone is watching this going, you're actually kidding me. They're all siding with us. Third of Maeve's fleet has now sided with Rowan and Terrason. All of it for Aelin. That's right. Rowan and Aelin. I officially love them. I've loved Rowan and Aelin before, but this is amazing. Like, I'm speechless. I didn't expect that at all. Nothing better happened to Elid. Switch POVs every time. Insane history lesson. I just read chapter 68. Oh my literal gosh. Everything, every little spot that Aelin has had to go up until now, Elena was the one pulling all those strings. Her going to get Rowan, her doing this with Nehemia. It was all Elena in the background. And now something has to be done. I think, like Aelin, I think has to go with the keys. When they seal up the gate, I think Aelin has to go with the gate. This is actually insane. I think the most insane part is just thinking about this entire plot as a whole. Elena being behind everything. Every single one of Aelin's move. Elena just told her that, and I am baffled. Absolutely baffled. Wow. Absolute wow. I can see why people are obsessed with this story, and also this book might be my favorite of the series, I'm not gonna lie. I knew it. I literally knew it. I knew this was gonna happen. I knew it. I just had this feeling where I was like, please, yes, and quite literally, the roar sounded again as a mighty shape shot down from the heavy clouds, a wyvern with shimmering wings, and behind it, descending upon the Fae fleet with wicked delight, flew 12 others. The 13 came in to rescue them, came in to help. This is what I love about these books, is when that kind of a moment happens, the 13, just imagine that, on the ship, and they look up in the sky and see the 13 flying for them. Amazing. God, it's Astrid! I love this. I love this book. Oh my gosh, Maeve is just terrible. Owen and Aelin are mates. They're mates. They are mates. So I was plot twisted by the little fact that Rowan and Aelin are mates. So I finished Empire Storms and I have my soup, and I just want to say that Aelin is the queen that she really is. Aelin really is that queen. I actually am so loving her as the FMC is like, I get it. I get the hype with Aelin. I got the hype before, but now I really get it. She got the allies. She's been planting her allies since Assassin's Blade, which is wild to think about. Absolutely wild. Aedion ate his words. And Rowan is now on the look for her because she's gone. She sacrificed herself to Maeve. And I quite literally thought she was going to get out of it somehow. She didn't. And I think that was one of the biggest plot twists, because usually Aelin gets herself out of things. But here we are. Now it's time for Tower of Dawn. So yeah. I'm gonna eat my soup for the rest of the night and probably chill on Pinterest. But thanks so much for joining Empire of Storms reading vlog. This was a grand old time, and I hope you all have a great night whenever you're watching this, and I also will see you in the next video. Terrified to read any more in this series, to say the least, after reading that. The foreshadowing of what is to happen and what characters may or may not make it, it's making me question why I ever picked up ACOTAR in the first place.